and say that we're insane and all that stuff, but you know, it only matters if you see it on the field and the realness within that unit.
A lot of young guys talk about how the game eventually slows down for them after more time on the field. You've got a couple seasons now. Did you feel like last year at any point did it slow down for you?
Oh yeah, those first, so when I got the start last season, which was awesome, I was figuring out how to start, reading different leagues, being used to being in the game that long, the momentum, the waves, the ups and downs. What I'm looking at is just that whole combination of just football, and trying to learn that. The first 4 games or 5 games around there, it was me figuring that out and getting experience and making mistakes. Those last 4 or 3 games really I felt like I was getting back to how I expect myself to play, you know, the plays I was making, the things I was doing, that I really started to figure it out. I wanted to translate that, pick up right where I left off from the fall into the spring. That was successful. Then made another level in the spring, raised it again here in this fall, and just keep progressing and stacking those up.
Was it tough because it felt like you finished your season? It was kind of what you're talking about. You finished it pretty strongly, and then it just ends.
Yeah.
And then you're just done until now, August 28th. Was that kind of hard? Because it felt like you'd gotten on a little bit of a roll.
Yeah, no, it's, you know me, man. I'm the biggest football guy there is. I love playing. You know, I'd play in the parking lot every day if I could. That's kind of the way it goes. I mean, you know, last year was weird, and I can't really do anything about that. So, you know, I'm grateful to have guys around me, like I do. My roommates, you know, Nick, Nash, Blaze, Reimer. I mean, all those dudes, everybody on the team, to have each other. I mean, that was huge for us last year, sticking together. Those group of guys, and even this year now we're even closer. Through that weird time, so I'm more than grateful, more than blessed to have those guys with me.
The game slowing down can mean a lot of different things.
Yeah.
What specifically during the back half of last season were you seeing better or processing better about the game?
Just, you know, when you're in high school, you're just kind of bigger and stronger than everybody, and coach is just like, run that way, go get the ball, and you're like sick. And so now, understanding what a blocking scheme for counter looks like, and the depth of a line, of an O lineman and a guard, where the tackle's looking, how a tight end's lining up, the depth of him, is he wide, is he back, where's the relationship of the back to him, what's the formation looking like, reading those keys, getting my keys down, knowing the play, knowing my responsibility, and I know what the play is before it starts. You know, it's pretty cool when you feel like, you know, Luke Kuechly, and you're like, oh, he's pulling.
I mean, you're just rattling it off right
like,
there.
Boom, boom, that guy's pulling the backs and the dot, boom, I got him, I spilling him, and it's, you know, plays over. So you feel pretty cool when you do that. So stuff like that, you know, slowing down like that. But yeah, no, it's awesome, man. Learning football, still learning football. I'll probably always learn football my whole life. Is a great process. It's very frustrating sometimes. But it's an awesome. I have the smartest coaches in the world. I have the best guys around me, so they help me a ton. You know, I'm sometimes one too many hits in the head and I don't know what's going on, but they help me a ton. They break it down for me really easily, and they simplify things. So that's awesome.
How's it been with Coach Dawson? You're in your second year with him. You had Coach DeWitt for a year, then Coach Dawson, and continuation of the same coach.
Yeah.
How's that been for you?
It helps a lot. The whole continuity of everything. I've probably said this a million times. He makes me the best player that I can be. He makes me reach my potential as far as I can go. He never lets me slack. He expects everything perfect. You know, why are you doing this? I told you, you know what I'm saying? Those little details every single day. Nitpick until I get it perfect every time. Go through practice and do it correctly. So, as you know, he's from Northeast, has a big personality. I mean, he makes us laugh. He's probably one of the funniest dudes I know, and makes us laugh. But when it's time to get down to business, he's serious and he means and he's real with you. He loves every single one of us like his own sons, and he coaches us as hard as he can. That's how I know he loves us.
Hey, Garrett, what do you see as the impact of those 23 and 24-year-olds who are on your defense, the sixth-year seniors? It's not something that is typically as prevalent on a college football team as you guys have this year.
The impact of them?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously they've been around this program and they've been running this defense for a long time. Their impact's going to be huge. Just the experience they bring back, and what losing and winning learning looks like, as a sense of habits and what the locker room looks like and what we do every day at practice, the energy of everything. They know, they have experience with that, and they know when it's right and wrong. They teach us, teach the young guys what right and wrong looks like. They know when we're slacking on a period, and they will bring everybody together like, hey man, we got like, this is not how we practice, you know what I'm saying? So having that experience and having that knowledge behind them of what winning and losing looks like is huge. And they're on the field when we're playing this, you guys see it all the time. They're insane. So. But like half the time I was out there, I was just like, oh, brown ball, go! Like I was just running around, like I had no idea what was going on. But yeah, no. Now I'm starting to understand all those little keys of running back, tight end, formation, where the tackle's going, if he's deep or not on the line, things like that. So.
You had said when you were in high school that one of your goals was to ultimately be a captain at Nebraska. You kind of watched some of these older guys and try to learn some of the leadership traits from them and add it to your own box.
Yeah. Learning how to be a leader is probably one of the focuses of the summer for me, and of how to do that correctly. How to motivate different dudes, push different buttons with different guys. It was, when I was on the high school team, or the rest of the team, or whatever, it was easy for me because you're the guy or whatever, and everybody listens to you. And that, I didn't really learn any skills that way because, everybody listens to me. I'm a leader. There's so many different aspects of being a leader, being a true leader. That I didn't realize. Learning that this summer through them has been, like I said, they have so much experience of what right and wrong looks like, the right type of leadership, the wrong type of leadership, and seeing them and how they talk and interact with each other. It's peer-to-peer instead of, behind their backs or whatever. Like I didn't like that or whatever. It's peer-to-peer. They conflict with them right there and then and there, and get it all out in the air. How to lead a group, how to motivate a group. It's been awesome. So that's been a big focus this summer, along with football, obviously. Learning how to be a leader. I'm still learning, like I said, with football and leadership every day, what it looks like, how to do it correctly.